Do the We Do campaign. Yes. Everyone knows about the We Do campaign. Some of you are holding the signs. This campaign means a lot to us in Mississippi. We do not have rights to marry in Mississippi, right? We have the right to walk into a courthouse and be denied. Not only denied, we are what? Void. Void is what they put on our marriage license applications. We are void. Therefore, people from all over the country, including North Carolina, come to Mississippi to help us out. So, please join me in welcoming Miss Jasmine Beach Ferreira.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jasmine. I'm thrilled to be here with you all today. I'm the director of the Campaign for Southern Equality. As Constance mentioned, I'm also a minister in the United Church of Christ. It's amazing to stand with you gathered here today. There's an incredible, palpable momentum across Mississippi right now. Can you feel it?
Yes.
Yeah. You can feel it. Groups like the ACLU of Mississippi, the Dandelion Project, the Gulf Coast Gay and Lesbian Center, Omega Mississippi, Equality Mississippi, the Campaign for Southern Equality, standing together to say something that's very simple, that is utterly true, and that we cannot say enough. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people are fully equal.
Yes.
We are fully human.
Yes.
We are loved and blessed by our Creator. In our nation right now, we are on an irreversible path to recognizing the full equality of LGBT people under the law. We are going to get there. We're not just going to get there in our lifetime, we're going to get there in the next few years. Equality in every sphere of life. Employment, housing, the ability to marry the person you love, the ability to be a legal parent to the child you raise, the ability to be treated equally from the moment you are born throughout your whole life until the moment you die. We're going to get there. We're going to get there because of days like this. We're going to get there because we stand together shoulder to shoulder. We're going to get there because we are unafraid to speak the truths of our lives, and we are unafraid to directly resist discriminatory laws that we have lived with our whole lives. The reality in Mississippi right now is the same as the reality in North Carolina, which is my home state. Mississippi is my second home state, if y'all will have me. But the reality is the same, which is as an LGBT person, you are a second-class citizen under the law in the most basic areas of life. The reality, and we must state this because a lot of people do not know it, is that you can be fired for being gay in Mississippi. You can be evicted for being gay in Mississippi. You cannot marry the person you love, and if you go out of state and get married and your marriage is recognized by the federal government and come home, Mississippi says you're illegal strangers to each other. That simply must change. The laws that deny our equality are unjust. They're also unconstitutional. And every federal court that is hearing challenges to these laws right now is coming down with the exact same finding. Laws that deny our equality are unconstitutional.
Yes.
But beyond that, and I speak now as a person of faith, these laws are also immoral.
Amen.
Morality is used as a weapon against us a lot. And it's about time for us to start talking about our morality. It's about time for us to start talking about the morality of what it means to say all people are truly equal. And anytime man creates a law that violates that fundamental principle, that law isn't just unconstitutional, it's also immoral because it degrades one group of people. And when a law is immoral, and we know this from those who've come before us, and those who've marched through the streets of Jackson for equal rights for African American people. When a law is immoral, we are called by our conscience to resist it. We're called to stand up to it. We're called to call it out as wrong. We're called to push and push until we're fully recognized as equal citizens under the law. One huge part of that is being publicly out. It's sharing our story. It's telling our friends and neighbors who we are. It's taking sometimes the real risk of saying, this is who I am, This is who I love. This is my friend. This is my family. See us for who we are, and daring to believe that hearts and minds can open. Because they see us, and you have to see our humanity. I look out here, and I see little kids. I see couples who love each other. I see elders who've been at this fight for a long time. I see black folks and white folks and Latino folks standing shoulder to shoulder, saying we're in this together. We're not going to back down. We're going to keep standing up. I'm so honored to be on this journey towards equality and love and justice with all of you. So energized by the incredible work happening in Mississippi. So hopeful about what we can do together. Not just to achieve the equality of LGBT people under the law, but to ensure that we are living in communities where all people are seen as fully equal and fully human. It's my great honor now to turn things over to Brandolyn from the Dandelion Project, who will talk about their work. Thank you.
Good morning. I saw a sure sign that things were changing in Mississippi. On my drive from Laurel this morning, on the side of the street, there was someone selling flags. And there were American flags, and of course there were many, many Confederate flags. But at the very end, there was a rainbow flag. And I turned to Susan and I said, things are changing in Mississippi. It was great. So good morning. I want to welcome everyone for coming out this morning. I want to thank you for everything you've done, not only over the past years, but these past few weeks. Our community has really rallied together, and it has been a beautiful thing to watch. And people are starting to stand up and listen, and they're starting to pay attention, and I want to thank each and every one of you for that. I want to thank Jeff and John at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Lesbian and Gay Community Center. You guys have worked so hard to make this happen today. Yeah. I want to thank Morgan and Constance and everyone else at the ACLU. Thank you so much for helping us in everything that you do. And I want to thank the Campaign for Southern Equality. Words cannot express my gratitude and appreciation for everything that you do for all of us and continue to do. And all these couples that have been applying for marriage licenses, hey, give them a hand. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. We have good equal in Mississippi in action here, and I want to thank everyone. My name is Brandolyn Deere, and I'm a lesbian. I love that. I love to be able to say that and not be afraid of a negative response. Not be afraid of judgment or criticism. Not be afraid that a Bible verse from Leviticus or Corinthians is going to be tossed at me. And I can do that today because I'm surrounded by family and friends and allies. But I'm more than a lesbian. I'm a mother. I'm a full-time student. I'm a business owner. I'm a future wife. And the love of Susan's life. Smile and wave, honey. I'm the president of the Dandelion Project. And I'm a Christian. I'm so much more than my sexuality. And so are the rest of you in the LGBTQ+ community. But unfortunately in our state, many people cannot see beyond that. When our sexuality is revealed, the rest of our identity is overshadowed by stereotypes and religious beliefs. And it's those stereotypes and labels that not only alienate us, but it causes us to be vulnerable to discrimination. And it is that discrimination that we are standing up against today. We want laws and need laws to protect us from that discrimination. Harvey Milk says, all people, regardless of sexual orientation or identity, deserve a safe and supportive environment in which they can reach their full potential. That's what we're asking for today. We want a safe and supportive environment. Today I hope that we can show our state that we are Mississippians. We are your neighbors. We are mothers. We are fathers. We are your brothers. We are your sisters. We're your co-workers. Some of us are your bosses. We're doctors and nurses, we're students, and we're teachers, and we deserve equality. We don't want special rights, just equal rights.
Right.
We want to feel safe in our schools, in our place of work, in our community, and in our state. The state that we love, and cherish and call home. Today, as we stand here, we ask not that you approve of our sexuality or identities.
Right.
All we ask is that you accept us as equal. Acceptance is not approval. Accept us as your neighbors, your friends, your family, and your co-workers. Accept us as your fellow Mississippians. Nothing more, nothing less. Just equal. It's simple, really. We want our state and the laws of the land to create that safe and supportive environment that we all deserve. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less. And again, I want to thank you for coming out and standing with us today. Thank you.
Wow. Mississippi is changing. Hearing that message being brought from so many different areas of the state and of the country is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Because we usually hear, what about Mississippi? Number 50. How many states is it? 2? 1? Okay. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I'm not in that business. But now we see that there's one day coming that Mississippi won't be at the bottom of the list. They're watching us, y'all.
Yes.
They're watching us. And they're waiting for us to make a move. Because people say that Mississippi follows everyone, right? They say, Mississippi, we're going to be the last one to get it. How many people hear that? How many people hear some news and then someone says, hey, guess what we just got? Blah, 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 blah. And then they say, Mississippi's going to be the last one to get it. We look happy when we hear somebody do something in California, right? But then we mark, what, like 6 months? We like, oh, they got Wi-Fi? Well, 6 months. Mississippi's going to be the last one to get it. But equality, we won't be the last to get equality, okay? I promise that we'll try as hard as we can. All the organizations that are here, all the people that are here, if we continue to grow, the next time we bring 2 people, the next time we bring 4 people, the next time we bring 5 people, the next time, hey, I'm not going to obligate myself to buy anything. I almost did that. I almost said I'll bring sandwiches, but I won't. You never know what'll happen. The next time I say I'll bring sandwiches, tour buses will pull up like, we rented these buses for sandwiches. We're running a little before the time, so we're going to get ready. We're going to listen to a little music, and then we're going to get prepared to march to the Capitol. The march to the Capitol is important. Marching has been used through civil rights movements forever. Marching shows that we aren't afraid to be mobile. We aren't afraid to stand together, and we aren't afraid of attention. We aren't afraid to let our faces be shown, to let our flags fly. Some people, yeah, he's got a flag. She's got a rainbow suit on. This baby's eating Cheetos. We're ready for this. We're ready for a change. We're ready to march. We're ready to get ready to do more. Okay? We're going to listen to a little music. We'll be walking around. Press people, do your thing. You got a little bit more time to do that. And once we get started, we'll line up and we'll have some bullhorns going around to let you know where we're lining up and the route that we'll be marching. And we're not that far, guys. So don't worry. Little baby. No. Don't worry. Don't worry, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much again. We will be at the Capitol. There will be speakers there. So I will be speaking. I have a speech. Okay? It's going to get better. It gets better than now. So we will be having speakers at the Capitol, including Gay Straight Alliances and everything. And then we'll march back here. And we'll have other speakers to come out and speak with you. And all of these speakers and speaking is to inform you, educate you, and inform the world. And inform Mississippi that we are here and we are proud.